Hello there. I thought we could do a little junk journal with me today. And I went through my box of personal ephemera and pulled out, I kind of went through it and pulled out everything that I thought was from like recent enough or was just like random enough to go in my current junk journal as opposed to something that I want to do for in like a different memory book. And then I sorted that out further. And so I have a whole bunch of stuff that has to do with moving into this new house and getting it set up and things that people sent me for like housewarming and stuff. So I thought that I would put those in here. I thought that I would find a place for that. I'm also noticing I had used some hot glue to reinforce this spine. And I'm very pleased that I only did that on my personal journal and I haven't done it on any other ones because it's not really holding. So I'm gonna revisit that later, not right now. So let's see, let's flip through here and find something that, oh, you know what? There's a spot where I wanna do this because the other half of this storybook page, come on, where are you? Is the old house. And this house was built in like 1934, I want to say. Let's check my framing really quick. Yep, we're good. Okay. So, yeah, this is an old house. And I want to use the house page and some of this text that's already here as a background for these things. So I think the first thing that I want to put in is when I first moved in, like literally on move-in day, my neighbor friend, my old friend, new neighbor, greeted me with, she was like, gonna help me clean the house a little bit because I got here before the moving truck with my husband did. So she was gonna help me clean it a little bit before we started moving stuff in. And she greeted me with two pots of my dream roses, Strawberry Hill Climbing Roses, that she had ordered from Heirloom Roses, and this was the packing tape on the box, and that like a bunch of my friends from all around the country had pitched in for. So she brought me the roses and help, obviously, and then I have, not all of the friends sent cards, but some of them did, and so I have this one, and this one, and this one, and I want to find, I'm going to put all of those in here. I'll probably do these as like tip-ins here, and just get a million extra space that way. So, and I don't know how I want to use this tape, but I want to use it. And I kind of want to, I don't have like a photo of the house right now, which I should, but I don't. And I kind of want to put a photo of the house up here. So we'll come back to that, but let's go ahead and add these tip-ins. I've already covered over any addresses that were on here. I'm not sure which way do I want to do it. That, like that. I like that. Okay. Yes, that is what we will do. So we'll put this one in first, and let me grab some tape here. I got washi tape, but I also got this patterned bookbinding tape, which I don't think I want to use for all of them, but maybe I'll use it for this one. And then we'll just decide what to do on the next one when we get to the next one. I really like the fabric tape. I feel like it's there's definitely like some added strength. And the adhesive on these is really good. These I just got at Daiso. which is really cool. It's always nice when you can get, I love stopping in at Daiso. They always have things that I want, and they never charge me too much money. Although actually I stopped at a really little Daiso in Seattle, and they didn't have anything that I needed or wanted, which was very sad. But it was a really tiny Daiso. I'd never seen one that small. Okay. Just gonna pop these on here. I guess we'll do like, maybe we'll set that off to the side while I get these both on here. Is that smart? No, that's not smart. Okay. I still feel like it's not quite as far in the crease as I was really hoping to get it, but we're gonna live with it. Like I said, this is quite strong tape, so your ability to reposition it after you set it down is not really, it's not really an option. Okay, let's slip that to the back. I'm gonna try and be a little more careful getting it on this side, and maybe we'll place it down there, and then we'll grab this other card and just really shove it into the corner. There we go, that's a good method. All right, we'll do that again for the next one. You live, you learn. I really love, it's kind of hard when you really love all the papers that you've put in your journal, and I really do. It's like you really want to think about like, how can I work with these and not like totally cover them up? So that definitely wants to be that way now. It's definitely more on this page than it is in the middle, but you know what? We can live with it. It's fine. It's a junk journal. It is what it is. And then we wanted to go, or do we want to go like this? Or like this? I forget what we decided before. I think we decided like that. Oh, I hadn't considered that as an option. Does that stick out too far? Let's see how we feel about it. No, it really doesn't. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. I'm grabbing my lace punch. And because there's no writing on this side, so we are going to, I'm gonna do this over my trash, but I'm gonna punch this edge of this. I always like to start in the middle and then match up going outward. I just get better results that way. There we go. So like we go like that, and then I match it up to the inside of the pattern and go for the next one. Beautiful. And then we do it again up here. Lovely. Very pleased with that. Okay, so then we'll pop that. Maybe like that. I like that. Okay. And then I know maybe it's boring, but I do kind of like the plain bookbinding tape. And the other thing. Like, it's just a nice creamy color, and it's really strong. Like, I love washi tape, and I use washi tape a lot, but I don't really want to glue. I don't really want to do the whole like gluing and taping thing, and I always feel like I need to reinforce washi tape with glue if I want it to actually hold. I think this is actually thicker than I need it to be. I'm just gonna hinge these. And do that same technique like that. Trying to be good about putting trash right in the trash instead of letting it gather on the desk first. Okay, love that. Beautiful. And then I think maybe we can get away with these really narrow pieces. I wasn't sure if these would actually work for this. I think they will. Just push that in there. Scrape that up. We are doing great here. Okay, this one I gotta do this here. So it's gonna barely have contact, but that's okay. Lovely. Man, ever since I found out about tip-ins, the danger now is just that my journals will always be overflowing. But this is the overflow journal. This is the journal of the overflow. That's what we're here for. So we'll get over it. We will get over it. Okay, and then this one, I'm just gonna hinge once in the middle, and I'll use this birthday card as my tool. I really don't want to cover up this gorgeous floral washi that she put on here. All right, whatever. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ooh, Okay, here's what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if this is possible. I don't want to cover up the sealed with blessings. So I'm going to put backing back on most of this piece of tape. And then I'm going to see, I think it needs to be thinner. And then I can stick that through there. We'll grab it with the tweezers. Lovely. Okay. And then we're trying to just get it right there. And then we'll peel back off the rest of this backing. We'll get it way down into that corner. And then we'll get it on the page. Bam! Who's fucking good? Me. Okay. Oh, sweet victory. And then this comes out. It's got the nice writing inside. And I love this paper, and I wanted this. I didn't want like all the little bits hanging off. They were hanging off weird and they were catching on things. So I tore them off, but I didn't get rid of them because I thought maybe I could use them just to kind of do some artful collage around this page. So we'll figure that out in a moment. This, I'm gonna cut some of this off because I don't need the whole thing. This was, so my friend sent me the beautiful Everly hardware from Anthropology for Christmas. She was like, what is something that you would really like for your home, but that you wouldn't buy yourself right now? And I was like, honestly, I'm sitting on my hands to not buy the Everly hardware because it's on sale and I love it so much and I've wanted it for like 10 years. And so she got it for me for Christmas. And this was the little shipping label that came with it. And just trying to decide what we want to do here. Because I think, like, I do want to put the picture of the house up here. And I like some of these words. Like, it's, let's read this. Let's read this. I haven't read this story. Once upon a time, there stood in a street a very old house. It was nearly 300 years old. You could tell what year it had been built by reading the date cut into one of the beams. All around it, tulips and curling something vines had been carved. Right above the entrance, a whole verse had been inscribed. Maybe hop vines? I don't know. Had been inscribed, and above each window appeared a grinning face. The second story protruded above the first. The lead gutters, which hung under the roof, were shaped like dragons, with the monster's head at either end. The water was supposed to spout out of their mouths, but it didn't. The gutter was filled with holes, and the water ran out of the dragon's stomachs. All the other houses in the street were new and well kept. Their walls were straight and smooth, and they had large windows. It was quite reasonable that they should feel themselves superior to the old house. Had they been able to speak, they probably would have said, "How long are we to tolerate that old ruin? Bow windows are out of fashion, and besides, they obstruct our view." Or maybe bow windows, I don't know. It must believe itself to be a castle, judging from the size of the steps leading up to the entrance, and that iron railing makes me think of funerals, not to speak of the brass knobs. It's embarrassing. Right across from the old house stood a new house. It was of the same opinion as all the other houses in the street, but behind one of its windows sat a little boy, a little red-cheeked child with bright shining eyes who, we shall never know. So, okay, so we've got this. Maybe I'll put it on here, because I don't really need, like, yeah, I like that plan, because I don't need to see all of the things on the envelope. And I think that probably this, like, everything on this shipping label will probably fade over time, but it's not gonna fade today. So today we'll have these lovely messages. She says, "Happy Yule, sweet Vervain. May these bring charm and joy to your home every time you use them. Love, Abigail." Thanks, Abigail. They do. They were like back ordered for Christmas. She like told me she got them because I told her, I was like, I love and appreciate surprises, but like, and like, you do not have to get me these, but they are 30% off right now, and I've never seen them on sale before. So if you're not gonna get them, please tell me so that I can get them myself, because like, I really shouldn't. And I would love and appreciate these. It would be the best present ever. But if that's like, you know, if I'm asking too much or whatever, let me know. That's fine. But I need them. So she like told me she got them and everything. But most of the pieces were back ordered till January. So they just arrived like last week, and, my husband put them up, and then like 2 days later, we found the perfect mirror for the bathroom, because the old residents of this house took the bathroom mirror when they left. But it's fine, because I found a much cooler, much better one. It looks like a window, and it looks like a big, like, I don't know, like a big like cathedral or greenhouse or something window. I don't know. It's like peaked at the top, and it's very cool. And we found it at Goodwill. I was like, we went to IKEA to get a shelf to put my boots up, and after we were done at IKEA, I asked my husband, I was like, please, please, can we stop in the Goodwill here? Because it wasn't like our town. So I was like, it's always good to go to a different Goodwill, you know. If you're looking for something specific, you want to go frequently and you want to go to different ones so that you have the best chance of finding what you're looking for. And this, I think we're going to glue right in right here. And we're going to have to be a little patient with it because I can tell it's going to fight me. So yeah, I was like, please, I know, like we got the boot shelf, we got the little watering cans for the diffusers, we got the big mixing bowl so I can hand make a bigger quantity of bread at one time. We got a lot of things that that would be so great. Oh, that's fantastic. All right, we're throwing away all the glue that I just used. This is much better. Yeah, I was like, I know we just bought a bunch of stuff, but I'm not gonna like take a long time in the Goodwill. I'm literally looking for 3 things. And those 3 things are, 1, a really cool mirror. We didn't buy a mirror at IKEA because I'm like, I don't want a boring, plain, normal mirror. Like I'm cool with like a boring, plain, normal boot shelf, right? I am not cool with a boring, plain, normal mirror in our guest bathroom. It has to be cool. And I'm looking for, the other thing I'm looking for at thrift shops is baby clothes, of course. Baby girl is due in May, so I'm just kind of, every chance I get, checking the Goodwills for baby clothes. And we got a couple. And the other thing that I said I was looking for, that I am looking for, that I have not found, is I really am looking for some containers of a particular shape and size that would be good to put tissues in, like little, like, I don't know, like vases or apothecary jars or decorative bowls or whatever. They've just got to be, you know, about the size of a square tissue box. They've got to be narrower at the opening than they are down below. And I want them to be not see-through because I don't want to see the tissues through it. And then I want them to be in colors that I like and that go with my aesthetic for my house. So that is, as it turns out, like a lot of demands of one thing. So it, like every time I go to a Goodwill, I find like a couple things that are the right shape and size, but they're not the right color, or they're see-through, or whatever. So I'm still looking for that sort of thing. But that's all right. But so I convinced him to go and we walked into the Goodwill and I'm like, I promise I'm only going to look for these few things and we'll be, you know, it'll be very easy to tell what they have. I won't look at any of the other things and we'll be in and out so quickly. You won't even know. And, it was really good. I was really good about that. Let's make a waterfall. What if we made an actual interactive waterfall? Anyhow, we walk into the Goodwill and it's like immediately, like we open the doors and you can see in the back of the store up on the big shelf at the back with all the big wall art and things is this huge mirror, this huge wall mirror that looks like this beautiful window. And I was just like, that one, let's go. And my husband was like, are you kidding? It's got like lines and bars across it. It's totally inappropriate for a mirror. You can't see yourself in it. And I'm like, you can see yourself in it. I can see myself in it. I can get ready in it. It's gonna work. It's gonna be great. And it's gonna go so well with our bathroom. And it really does. It goes so well with just like the whole vibe is like we're going like white lace shower curtain with the pink rose shower curtain hooks that we brought from the old house, and the long pink rose bath runner that we brought from the old house, and then all this new Everly hardware, and it's already painted this like robin's egg blue. And now we've got the big window mirror, and it doesn't run like fully across the counter, which is cool. So we centered it over the sink, which is on the right side of the counter, and then over the left side of the counter, I'll be able to do gallery wall, which is very exciting. So, okay. So these are paint samples from when I painted the house, and we used all 3 of these colors. This is the color in this room. It's called Cottage White. this is the color that I did the kitchen, and this is the color that I did the library. And I want to put these all in here. And I think, yeah, I think I want to make a waterfall. So we will, I'll trim a little more off of that. I might want to, I'll trim it so it's straight too. But okay, so we want to have those all the same length. It's time to find out if I remember how to make one of these off the top of my head. I'll show you what I mean in a second. I did a whole video just on making one of these a while ago because it was like the first time I had seen or heard of such a thing, and I thought it was the coolest thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I guess I want them to be like this far apart. So how far is that? A little over a ½ inch. It looks like it's like 3/8 of an inch basically. Or sorry, 5/8 of an inch. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna do 5/8 of an inch apart. We need a strip to function as our base. Okay, I said I was going to show you what I mean. This is what we're making. I just did, when I made the video, I was like, I don't even know what I want to put on this. And then actually just the other night, I went to a moon circle and I figured since I had my new moon in Capricorn reading from my new moon circle in Capricorn on this side of the page, that I would do the full moon in Leo reading on this side of the page. So I've just added my Rider-Waite stickers for each card that I got, and then I like wrote in the questions and then wrote in kind of like my interpretation. If I had a lot to say, I went over onto the back. And so yeah, so we just did that, and then I wrote a little bit about like the releasing ritual that we did. So this is the sort of thing that I want to make out of these paint chips, but we're just going to do, it won't be so much because it'll just be for 3 flaps. Okay, I need a piece of paper. Let's use, not that. Let's use something else. What about this? This is fine, is it? I mean, I don't love it. It will show a little bit. This is fine. This is just like a watercolor paper strip. We'll use this. And then I can watercolor on it if I want to later. Okay, so we're going to, I don't think I need all of this, but I will make that decision later. I've got another bone folder here. Great, okay. So we'll just crease that real good. And then what we're gonna do, let me take another look at this other one so I can examine my construction. Oh, I can't really see what I've done, can I? Okay, I think what I've done, so we'll score the top, and then we'll do 5/8 of an inch down. And I think we'll only need to do 3 scores because we're only doing 3 cards. So let's get out the scoring board. If I need to go back and add a 4th score, that will not be a problem. Okay, so we'll just have that there, and then we'll go 5/8 of an inch. It's occurring to me I'd rather go a little long than a little short. So we're just gonna forget that. We'll use that as the back. And I'm gonna go a full 3/4 of an inch. 1, 2, 3. Okay, scoreboard away. And then we're just gonna crease all of these real good both ways, just to be extra sure. This better work. I do have some extra of these paint chips, but I think this will be fine. Okay, so if I remember correctly, it pushes up, right? No, I pull the back down. Okay, so it goes like this. This one stays in place, and then you pull this down, and it goes like that, and that's how it works. 2, 3. And yes, actually the 3 scores I think will give us, we could put a 4th thing on the bottom if we want to. Or I could put those on the bottom and put a 4th thing on top if I wanted to. So like, I could do like that. Or I could do like that and have a 4th thing on. I think I'll do them on the top, and then I'm thinking, yeah, and then if I really want to put something else on the bottom, I can do that. Let's see. I don't know, maybe I want something else on top. No, because here's what I can do. I can put like little photos on these cards, which will be really fun and really cool. Which is what I'll plan to do. I don't have photos right now, but I'll get photos and I'll put them on there. And we'll just have them like this. It'll be great. Okay, which means that now we need to, and I can trim this, which I'm gonna do. Trim it about that far. Okay, and then we want to create a little belly band that attaches to this and wraps around the back of this, and then the back of it will get glued to this page. Okay, actually, let's make sure that we even, because this is too long altogether. We don't want it to be any longer than that in total. And I'll chop this one even shorter. And then I'll have the belly band wrapped right around this piece. So let's grab a good belly band piece. This is lovely. It's not really going to be visible, I don't think. Is it at least double? Yeah. We'll just cut a little bit of that. And you want it to be, is that actually long enough? Yes, it's totally long enough. Okay. And you do want it to be just a hair loose, because you want it to have room to slide. Okay. So we'll glue that on. Glue it down on here. Lovely. And then we don't want to glue it to the back of the thing. We just want to glue the back of the thing to itself, like that. And then when I go to glue this into the book, I won't glue the whole card in, I'll just glue this in so that then the back can move freely like that. Beautiful. I might have, there we go. Okay. I'm like, have I pushed science too far? Oh, I think we're good. Oh, actually, let's just go ahead and, so I'm gonna glue the bottom one down first. Yeah. And I'm just making sure that I'm not like on the score line and I'm not going all the way down to the next one because I want it to be secure, but I don't want it to be, I don't want it to prohibit the kind of movement that I do actually want here. So we want it to be secure, but just secure enough. This one, now that I've already put the glue down, I'm thinking I want to do just a little bit of washi tape across the top. So bear with me while I go and grab a washi tape. Decisions. Difficult decisions. Oh no, that won't work. This is a very simple one. But I think this will be nice. There's already a lot going on the page, so it's not like we need to go crazy here. I do, however, want to secure my washi tape nicely. Okay, so we've got that. I'll just get some on the back here. I just don't trust washi tape, so I always glue it down. Yeah, I'm just gonna cut this off actually. Just trim the edges. All right, and then I think this glue should still be wet. There we go. Okay, and then I have actually maybe cut the bottom tab too short, but that's okay. I'll add a little something, like a little piece of ephemera of some kind as a pull tab. That is not a problem. I can certainly come up with something that will work for that. So let's give that a second to dry and clean up all these friggin' scraps that I've just gotten everywhere somehow. Oh God, where's my pin? Here's my pin. Put the pin in the glue, put the pin in the glue. Did you guys see that I found my purple pin that goes in it that doesn't rust? I'm still looking, if you know, I still want a source for like more good pins that don't rust, like just the pins. You know, I know you can buy another set of the glue and that'll come with a pin that doesn't rust, but I don't need another set of the glue or mini glue bottles or whatever that come with pins. I just need extra pins. I don't lose my bottles. I don't lose my glue. I only lose my pins. Okay, so let's actually, before we glue this down, let's see what we might like to use as a piece of ephemera. I think we're good on the paint sample cards. And actually I could throw these away now because I was saving them for junk journaling. I didn't know if I was going to want the one with the stickers on front or not. I think I don't. So I think I'll be good and throw them away. Good job, Vervain. Okay. And then, okay, pull tab, pull tab, pull tab. I don't have like a piece of house related ephemera left that would work for this. The only thing I have left, I'll show you what I have. This is from a book of art by Mary Ellen Best called Women's Works. And I really like the idea of having paintings of galleries and gallery walls on our gallery wall. And so we have a couple of those. But I picked, there were 2 on this one page in the book. And so the other one is on our wall. And this one, I thought, well, I don't have a place for it on the wall, but let's go ahead and put it in the junk journal. And I didn't cut it out because I wasn't sure if I was going to want to use the whole page as it is, like, or the half page as it is, or if I was going to want to use just the image. And I'm still not sure how I want to use this, so I'm setting that aside. It doesn't help me with my little waterfall dilemma. So let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to see if I can hunt down, oh, let's get a rose. Let's get a rose. I think, in fact, I have a rose right here. Oh, I have quite a few roses here. Well, let's look at those options. Not what I was looking for, but these might be better than what I was looking for. Wrong shape. Oh, wow. Oh, this is the one I was looking for. But I think these other ones might be better. But, okay, so those will be options. Let's get rid of these petals. That's not right. And then let's set these aside for now. So, I think that's kind of big. I'm kind of leaning towards, let's try this. I really like that. I just want to make sure that it's in far enough that it won't like that. I think that's really lovely. I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, and we can have it stick out just a little more. And then I think I will also trim this. I don't want to have these sharp corners. I could use my corner punch, or I could have used my corner punch. A little late for that now. You don't always need something so neat as a corner punch. Okay, so we'll take that. We'll leave the tip of this unglued, just to be real safe. An extra dot right there. And then line that up right where I want it. Yeah, I don't think we can have it much further out than that. But that, I think, is just lovely. And then we'll just go ahead and glue this in. So this is, again, we're only gluing right on the back of that belly band. And we'll glue that in right here. There we go. And I'm just gonna hold that for a second. See if I can put some of these tools away. That no longer has a cover. Cool. Still kind of using that. Gather my washies together so they're easy to put away. I'm trying to be better about putting things away. Oh, and then I still have these scraps. Let's look at these little pieces of rose ephemera from Stamperia and see what we think of these. It's from House of Roses, and in honor of the Climbing Roses, and because I am Vervain the Roses, and because lots of reasons, this house is called Climbing Rose Cottage, and so I'm always all about roses anyway, but especially writing about my house, I'm feeling particularly all about roses. I mean, we could do that. There's not really a reason to do that. It's fine, just the way that it is. Okay, and then let's look at these tags. And this collection is called House of Roses. I kind of like that because that's about the color of the Strawberry Hill Rose. And this reminds me of the Everly hardware from Anthropology. Okay, so these both remind me of the thing. And then let's see if there's a place. I mean, it doesn't really need to go there. I just like it, but I don't actually like it there. Okay, let's see. And then do we want to have a place for one of these here maybe? I'm kind of leaning more towards this one. Oh, and it's got a lucky ladybug on it. Is there a place where this could go? I mean, of course there is. Oh, that could be cool. I kind of like that. Let's just stick it there. Why not? And we could put a ribbon on that later at some point if we want to. I like that. Okay, and since this is art glitter glue and it dries very quickly, it's probably our little waterfall is dry enough to experiment with. Let's do it. Oh, yes. Yes, and I fucked up. I glued it down on accident. Did I? No. I don't know what I did, but... Oh, I know what I did. Ha 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 ha. Here's what I did. I'll tell you what I did. So what I did is the belly band is the width of the strip. And I made my strip narrower than my cards. And so because of that, we're hitting a point where to go further, this would need to go through the belly band. But the belly band is not as wide as this card, so it can't go through the belly band. But I'm okay with this. I know you can't really see it in the top down, but I'll totally be able to see, like, you know, from my perspective, I'll 100% be able to see whatever I put on that bottom card. So I am okay with this. But good to know for the future. And of course, I haven't like put any ephemera or anything on this yet, so there's still lots of options and room to play. But yeah, I think that's all that I'm gonna do to this page for now, by which I mean I'm gonna add 3 pages to it. And yeah, that's what we've done. We've just added 3 pages in the form of an envelope, a postcard, and an envelope. And then I decorated the envelope just a little bit, and then I decorated it a little more. And then we made this waterfall. And I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, so I guess I'll come back to this when I have photographs to add, because I definitely want a photograph of the house, and I'd like maybe some photos from moving day on here or something, or maybe photos of like things that we've been doing to the house, which I could also put, like I could put one here, you know, I could put one here, I could put one here, I could put some here. And then I still have all of this, which maybe would be a nice spot for that. And my husband's home. So we're going to call it done. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll see you again soon.